Hi Libra. So, Mercury retrograde. The fancy about it, Mercury retrograde is started on 30th of January and lasts until 21st of February, and then it would be a shadow period about 2 weeks. But it's okay. The shadow period is not as intense as it would be now, this time. So Mercury retrograde is this in Aquarius, and that means it's intellectual growth. It is also any kind of truth and humanitarian kind of an effort. So people will be going more out to understand a certain situation and why this happen. They also would be, if they see something lacking or getting not fully good attention or is unfair on certain things, they will be going and trying to fix it or help it. They will, where they see that there is need to be put it in, then they go and help those type of parts of it. It's also a great time for fixing your any kind of your old equipment, laptops, phones, getting malware viruses done, computers, not only cars getting serviced, getting yourself a health checked up, why not? So there's also a great time to connect with old friends, because as we have had like a very rough 2020, this is a great time to reconnect with them. Watch out for any unsolicited advice coming in, because this is the time where people are, because they find their own truth and having this intellectual growth, they would come in to give you an advice which you actually didn't need. Like, let's say, example is in this one of those Facebook groups where I was, is Interior Design group, and someone put a class hub up and said how to fix this, how to clean this, and someone said just turn off the heat. Like, so this is unsolicited advice. It wasn't she wanted to know about how to fix it, not how to use it. Okay, and not that they didn't know how to use it. Well, things happen. Like, I mean, anyways. But this kind of, and you could be giving yourself unsolicited advice, so be very mindful of that. Also, about Facebook groups and social kind of circles, you will kind of look them and revalue them. Are they actually really connecting with you, still connecting with you, or are you gone past them? And there's other thing which you'd be probably looking at would be your influences as well, and friendships. A lot of it, like I'm saying, you might great time to connect with an old friend who you lost contact, but also your exes could be returning at this time. So maybe not to connect, but kind of finding a closure or understanding, including old friends who you might have fallen out. They might be connecting to kind of find out what's happening, because they're chasing their truth. And so it's a great way to kind of say, you know what, it's actually fine. So yeah, watch out for that. Yeah, people might be more needy on communicating, so it's easy actually for you as well to have a miscommunication with your loved ones. So Libra, especially Libra risings, this Mercury retrograde happens in your 5th house. So what that means is you could be facing issues with your creativity, with kids, and with your relationships or partnerships, including. Let's say if you are trying to get, like, if you desire to have kids, this conversation might come up. Or some type of projects you feel like you want to scrap them and restart them because you kind of feel a lot of creativity is blocked in a lot of ways, okay? And this really goes into your, that's second chakra, sacrum chakra. So you kind of have to reconnect really strongly with your sacrum chakra. There's changes and shifts happening in the sacrum chakra for you, Libra rising Libras. Yeah, you could feel that you just want to kind of throw out your projects, unfinished projects, and say, I'll just scrap it and I start it again. Don't do that now, okay? Just let it be, let it settle. It's just not right timing right now because you feel you're working with the second chakra, okay? Any kind of yoga or any kind of a meditation during this second chakra where the kids are coming from is a great time to do it. Walking, connecting with the earth and ether, great time. Great time. So yeah, or just leave your project and get back with your old hobbies, because sometimes you have to go back to the source. Let's say if you were a child and you really like to play with Lego, then go buy a Lego set. Okay. Or you really like to play football or any kind of creative sports, creative like dancing, and it's a great time to kind of reconnect, go back to the old hobbies for you, Libra. It's also a great time to indulge in a child. Like if you have an old hobbies from the childhood but you really enjoyed, coloring by numbers, I'm just guessing, cross stitching, it's a great time to take it back, that kind of a hobby, and really indulge your inner child in that way. Spend time with kids, your own kids, neighbors' kids. I know we're in a lockdown, but as a single mom, I can honestly say that sometimes if you know your friend is stuck in a house with the kids, just to kind of say, look, go do food shopping on your own, I'll mind the kids. If you know you're 100% and you know them are 100%, it can be very, yeah, it goes against the rules, but we also have a need to a social bubble, and if you're a single person and need a social bubble, take it on. Okay, if you have any family kids or your own kids, great time to spend time with the kids and really connect with them, because as I'm saying, the sacrum chakra, kids' sacrum chakra is wide open. Their imagination, creativity is like you wouldn't even know, and their friendships and partnerships are very innocent in that level that they're just full of love and openness, and it's a lot of things where we could learn from kids, especially if there's any issues in your fifth house. Okay, so that's a fantastic kind of a way to approach it. And reconnect with your lover. I know Valentine's Day is coming. Really have a heart-to-heart conversations. Like I said, if you want to grow your family, great time to do it. Reconnect with your loved one, because you have had family. If you used to do something creative together, paintings, playing Monopoly, I don't know. It's a good time to do that. Gardening, whatever you have passions to do things together, go for long walks, hiking. It's a great time to reconnect with the lover. And if you're not in a relationship, flirt, darling. Flirt. Now it's time to get your dating apps down. You're not get into a relationship, but flirt, have fun in that level, Libra. Flirt with, yeah, Bumble, Tinder, Green, what's it, Grind? Get it down, get it down. Okay, so that's the kind of time to flirt. And you could find yourself very popular these days. People would be reconnecting and finding you're charming, and this kind of having fun, like this easy breezy, beautiful kind of energy. Even so, you might not feel it. You could find yourself very busy in the next couple of weeks, continuously having house calls or people connecting, texting, messaging. But watch out for not getting into any arguments at this time, because the arguments can be getting very heated, and because of there's miscommunication. And it's not only you might be communicating quite well, but they take it very strong. And this is just generally during this this moon, the Mercury retrograde in Aquarius, that people speak their truth. Like I said, unsolicited advice is blah. It's like a word vomit. You don't even think. So it just comes out, and it might come out very harsh. So watch your words in a lot of ways. You're air sign yourself, so watch your words in a lot of ways, because people will be taking it wrong, and they might take it more personally than it was actually meant to. So yeah, watch out this. Let's see. Oh, 9 minutes on the clock. Jesus. Okay. Let's see what we have. Okay, we have the thinking man. Interesting energy here. If we have the contract, a certain type of contracts would be questionable. Now, something else. What else do we have here? The sixth chakra, actually, the third eye chakra is opening as well. It did came out in reverse, so you could find that because of the creativity, you find it that you can't see a vision for the future ahead. Okay, so they are like a little bit connected. Even so, the sacral chakra is more connected to your throat chakra. But that's why when you feel that you're feeling emotionally or creatively blocked, you might be moaning and whinging a lot more because you want to open it. But I do sense it with the sixth chakra here and the thinking man. You find non-action. You find that you have no visual where you want to move forward. Okay, because you feel like you're tied into something what is not going to end. Okay, this contract card is saying that. So try to find this kind of a great balance of how to move forward. It's like this third eye saying, like, see a bigger picture, see through the fog what is kind of covering up, that you can't move forward with your whatever you want to do in your life, your hobbies or your work, or how to pursue your career, how you're going to get a bigger house to raise your bigger family. Okay, stuff like that. It's just like it's asking like to look forward, to look further. The third eye, use your third eye to visualize and see bigger picture or through the fog. Okay, because otherwise you will feel like you're stuck in something that is not going to bring you any joy, or you can move forward. The other card is a man holding a heart. You could be man holding a heart. You could have a man who's holding you a heart. Valentine's Day kind of foam here. Maybe get hot and steamy. Enjoy. Honestly, enjoy. So let's see what else we have here. And storm warning. So like I said, arguments can get heated, and you would be kind of going, what? I didn't mean it to be this way. I'm so sorry. It was not meant to come out of that way. So use that word, that sincerity of, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that way. It was not personal. Okay. It could be a great idea. So advice. True offering. May I release the fears, illusions, and addictions that keep me from true offering. Okay, so before I'm going to read further, I'm going to tell you what that means. Sometimes there are things right in front of us and we can't see them because we are stuck in our fears and illusions that it's not going to go ahead. Like I say, the fog. I like to say, you know, when you're in a sandstorm, or you know, when the cars are driving, life is a mayhem and this dust is very, very high. Sometimes you need to stop and let the dust settle so you could see a bigger picture. So in a lot of ways, in our mind, our fears and illusions are like that dust. Okay, so that's where the meditation comes in. So we have to kind of or the clouds, like in a lot of ways we're in this kind of we see all our fears or our things would block us to move forward. We have to let them settle, this dust to settle, to see the brightness, the clearness, the joy, the presence of this life. Okay, but it's just, or like Michael Jordan says, I'm not going to worry about what's the one, I watched the TV series yesterday, I'm not going to worry about the shots I haven't shot yet. Okay, so living in the presence and let all the dust to kind of, the mayhem can happen, but when you live in the presence you can see through it, and that's where the third eye comes in as well. So may I release the fears, illusions, and addictions for that keep me from true offerings. So the true offerings, everything is in front of you, but you just can't see it yet. May I relax into your plan, trusting that the next steps will always be shown. Use me, love, use me for the highest, I'm yours alone. Very pretty. I like that, because that's what I'm working myself as well. Independence. The more you learn to feed yourself on the inside and care for the inner child, the more freestanding you become. help me feed and love this inner child. An inner child, like for you, feeding and indulge your inner child is a very much important during this Mercury retrograde. You would be feeling that you want to go back to do things, even if it's skipping or hopscotch. Like, go back of your house, throw down and play the hopscotch. Bring your kids, bring your neighbors, bring your best friend to play it with, your partner. We all know how to play it, but we, as a grown-ups, we kind of forget how to play. And life in a lot of ways is play. Okay, so gratitude. Find just one thing that you feel grateful for right now and let that gratitude pour through your body. It's a healing balm like the warmth of the sun. Another beautiful card. Gratitude, feeling grateful, starting gratitude journal, anything like that would be a great addition to your daily routine. That's all I have for you, my Libras. I hope to chat to you soon, and I hope it resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me. Chat to you next week. Bye.